That's crazy work. All right. And this is how the caskets look. And a moment of truth and transparency. I definitely almost thought I got lost, dog. Every place is not Estados Unidos. Please drag it out. Rolly gang, petty gang, rich baby daddy gang.
Subscribe, like, comment, like and subscribe, like, comment.
Hey, Mom, I'm on YouTube.
So we are finally here. Recoleta, Cemetario. Last night went to Polenta and listen, man. I'm giving Argentina everything that I got. La vida es corta. That's the mantra that we live by. Now, I'm gonna put the camera up just in case they start tweaking.
You better make the right choice.
So we got in. Shout out to the guys at the front, man. Like, I was telling them, like, it was like, I can speak English. I'm like, no, man, I want to get it in Spanish, you know what I'm saying? This is a long desired goal, and I want to make it come true. So I've been working on it. I was able to speak with the Uber driver in the car. Everybody's been super complimentary of the Spanish. And again, man, language or idioma is extremely crucial in order to like understand more of the culture and to connect with more people. Now again, you know, as I've said before, you find out a lot about the culture and the history of something by learning about its past and those who passed away. So this is the former governor of Buenos Aires, and it's a memory of him. I'm Senor Dr. Sanz. I might have pronounced that wrong. Please don't get at me in the comments. I'm learning Spanish, man. I'm making a good effort, you know what I'm saying? And if you actually wondering, the actual caskets are inside of these structures. You got professors, you got government folks, you got people who really shaped how Argentina is currently all here at this place. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Another doctor. You look at such like these elaborate structures and just see how people choose to be remembered. And man, it's just a reminder just to be, you know what I'm saying, in the present, you know. If you're watching this right now, man, take a deep breath in. You know, we dealing with a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of hurt feelings, a lot of disappointment. But yo, at the end of the day, this all goes by like at the flash of a second. So please, Ricardo, la vida es corta. Remember, life is short, yo. Life is short. If you want to make an experience, go make it. If you want to go do an experience, go do it. If you want to talk to that person but you've been afraid to, get out. If you want to talk to that person that you've been afraid to, man, go ahead and do it, man. Listen, man, shake the dice, baby. I'm a professional dice shaker. You feel me? I specialize in craps. I'm always going to shake the dice. That's what my brother would say, you know, bro, you learn by hitting your head on the pavement. And I've hit my head on the pavement maybe more times than I can count. Especially yesterday. But man, listen, Life is to be lived, so shake those dices, man. You either get a snake eyes, or you either get a 7, or you hit your point. Hey, and we all love to hit our points. Damn, I woke up today and wanted to preach. And then some of the safe houses have locks on them as well too. So that might mean that that person could have been, a controversial figure, or who knows, they might have just had something precious inside. But here's a look inside of one of the safe houses where the casket or the body remains. It's not too much inside. It started to kind of take a life of its own. And depending on when it was built, which this says June 1973, they've been growing for a long time. Wow. Now this is one of the more famous statues, or as here, dedicated to Senor Manuel Quintana. La Presidente. I think we over here where the big boys is at. Let's look at La Presidente. Oh, he got a lock on his too. Oh, yeah. Here we have the casket of the Presidente. Okay, here. Wow. Okay. The structures on these are absolutely beautiful, breathtaking, even. This one is beautiful too. And this one is well maintained, taken care of. Well maintained. Well maintained. That's a person to know right there. You can always tell, I mean, it's just like a lifelong lesson just in life in general, but you can always tell how people feel about you when you see, well, I guess you wouldn't be able to tell because you might be dead at this point, but you can always tell like that people cared or had reverence for a person because you can see like that their homegoing space is really clean, it's well kept, it's maintained. As opposed to some of the other ones, even those of really big, substantial, huge figures, those are, not as kept up, So that tells you a lot right there. It'd be interesting to do some more research to kind of see who these people are and what they have done, especially Senor Manuel Quintana. That's very interesting. Maintained, but And you got this one that's broken. You can see right through it. It's locked as usual. Or not as usual, but it's locked. I'm really intrigued. Maybe you can't walk physically into one of these, which again will make sense because you definitely want to respect those who have transitioned. But my mind just goes to why the ones that are vandalized, and why there are certain ones that are maintained. Like it looks good, like it looks really good. Curious to know. I'm one of those nerds that like I want to know like the meaning behind things, like why you picked the color or why the stone was the way it was. And again, it could just be nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a firm believer that there's a reason for everything. So it'd be cool to know. Es un Cristo con ángeles que está realizado con todos esos grupitos, pequeñas teselas bañadas. Wow. Okay. There was a lot of intriguing questions around that one, so it's interesting. It's Federico Familia. Okay. And it's one of like the more taller home-going structures. So, interesting. This one has a knob. I definitely probably can't go through there, but. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, why is the brick smashed in about a homegoing spot? Like, I would really want to know why. That's the beautiful thing about going on tours and having a guide, is that you can find out that information and see, why things happen the way that they happen. You can really get lost in here for sure. La Recoleta is one of the places that, yeah, you should definitely like put it on your to-do list. If you a history buff, if you're not into history, yeah, just don't do it. Don't come. But if you into history, you into culture, you into learning more about different countries' customs and how it's shaped, no, you definitely should come for sure. Hope y'all enjoyed the amazing content and a little bit of the history too. It was a lot of stuff that I have more questions about and things that I want to like know more about and learn a little bit more, especially because of Argentina's immense cultural history and some of the stuff that I learned yesterday at Migra. So, hola. So, so yeah, it'll be interesting to dive into that. Also, if you see me looking down and stepping around, it's because it's a lot of dog poop and piss out here, especially because I got on flip flops and if I get some shit on the toes, oh, it's a wrap. We gotta turn around and go home. You feel me? Oops. There's bands performing at this park, and they're gonna be performing like some very Afrocentric, Afro-heavy music. So we gonna go and check that out. Hola, hola. You gotta keep that head on the swivel. I got like 3 things going at once. We got the Uber pulling up. I got folks walking past. I mean, we in a pretty, safe area for the most part, extremely guarded. But you still gotta be on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna head on over to Parque Patricios. Did I pronounce that right? Parque Patricia Park. And we are going to experience Africa Rouge, La Bata, Escolambe, and just all the types of different music, especially those that the Argentine people, the Afro-Argentine people, really rock with. So let's go ahead and Let's do that. And a moment of truth and transparency. I definitely almost thought I got lost, dog. We now have found the part where we're supposed to be going to. The Uber driver dropped me off a little bit like of a far walk. And I think it's because I put in the wrong address. It's the same park, but I just put in the wrong address. So now we finally got our bearings. We're going on straight. I was going to text Kim and be like, hey, yo, like, is this for sure the right place? But now we here, and we getting closer to it right now. So let's check out what music and culture Argentina has to share. That is not tall people friendly. Wow. Powerful. These look to be todos nombres quien muerte. These looks to be the names of folks who died. La vida es corta. Okay. Okay, see some. Hola. Hola. All right. Sweet, okay. Here we go. Sí, sí, sí. A ver. Although we missed the Afro band that was performing, to get a chance to see Argentine folklore music and to see like the traditions with them, the bandito or their flags, and to see them dancing with their partners and to see like the cultural items that they were wearing and how they were wearing it. Fly, bro. Extremely fly. Shout out to my boy Alfredo. You know what I'm saying? He had all the sauce in the world. He was dripped down. And that's the beautiful thing about traveling, when you get a chance to explore and see the different cultures and to see how folks really take a lot of pride in them, as they should. You know, we're growing up in a time where folks are becoming more and more pulled away from their culture. And to see like folks diving into it, to see folks young, old, all being a part of it, man, is a beautiful thing to see. So shout out to the folklore group over there that was doing their thing, that was singing the music. Absolutely beautiful, sensational.
Tonight I bounce back, wake up every morning, by the night I count stacks. Knew that was real when.
Again, the more you travel, the more you learn. Every place ain't America, my boy. Every place is not Estados Unidos.